You were on kid.
Now today on the channel, I thought it would be a great idea to look at one of the first big reaction channels on YouTube. If you guessed the channel React, you'd be correct. The channel React used to be owned by two brothers, Benny and Rafi Fine, and before the channel was rebranded to the React channel, React's name used to be Fine Brothers Entertainment, and before Fine Brothers Entertainment, the channel used to be called the Fine Brothers. The channel currently has over 20 million subscribers, but over the past couple of years has struggled to gain over 1 million views on their current uploads, and over the past year, previous reactors from the channel would speak out against FBE and React, damaging the channel's already tainted image. Now, in order for us to figure out what happened to the channel React, we have to start from the beginning of their channel, look over each controversy, and then get to the present day. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. The Fine Brothers would create their channel all the way back in June of 2007. The channel's oldest video that's still public as of today would be titled Lost Parody Star Wars. This video was uploaded in 2008 and gives us kind of a look into their older content. There would be a huge gap of deleted videos on their channel until we hit our first React series to ever be produced on this channel. In October of 2010, React would upload this video titled Kids React Extra Jake. This would be the first Kids React video style that we would see on the channel as of today. Kids React would be a huge success on their channel, and a couple months later, in August of 2011, FBE would hit a huge milestone on the channel. In a video titled Teens React Announcement, Benny and Rafi would say that they hit the 1 million subscriber milestone mark and that they were creating a new series on their channel called Teens React. Teens React would elevate their channel by hitting a new age demographic. Teens React was great for teenagers and kids, allowing the channel to double its views. Eventually, FBE would add another successful series to its channel, that series being Elders React. This series was funny at the time because FBE would show elders dubstep, other YouTubers that were really well known but was more catered towards kids and teenagers, and other topics that these older people just didn't understand, so watching them react to it was kind of hilarious. Eventually, FBE would do something that would once again increase their views, and that was the release of a new series called YouTubers React. I remember watching it when PewDiePie was reacting to some of his older videos, and I remember him reacting to other people react to his videos as well. This new series got some pretty big YouTubers onto their channel, and with those YouTubers came their fans. If we slide over to React's most popular tab, we could see that YouTubers React is the top watched video from March of 2013, with over 50 million views. This episode would start with PewDiePie and would have Shane Dawson, Captain Sparkles, and iJustine, who are all huge content creators back in the day and still have a following as of today. Some not so much, but you get the idea. With these huge content creators making appearances on FBE's channel, one thing was for sure: the Fine Brothers were going to grow tremendously, and with the increase in new series and episodes, it wouldn't take long for FBE to grow to over 10 million subscribers in September of 2014, just 4 years after creating the Kids React series. Now, in December of 2014, Nickelodeon would release a new show called React to That. This series was created by FBE. Sadly, this show only ran for its first season before being cancelled shortly after. During the mid-2010s, everything was going great for FBE. They had a successful channel, and they had created a new channel for videos that weren't reaction-styled videos, and that channel also happened to be very successful, being at the time the quickest channel to hit over 1 million subscribers. Everything seemed great for FBE, that is until 2016. Right at the start of 2016, with FBE's popularity sky high, they would do something that would stunt their growth for the first time in the channel's history. FBE would launch React World, and with this new company, Benny and Rafi would try and trademark the name React. This got their fans heated, and FBE would get its first dose of backlash, resulting in 700,000 subscribers unsubscribing from their channel. After the backlash, Benny and Rafi uploaded this video explaining what they meant by licensing reaction videos, and they also spoke about the request for a trademark for React, stating that they needed it just in case someone else happened to come around and trademark the name React.
The confusion and negative response over what this all is has been so overwhelming. And what we've realized is that we completely screwed up with how we originally talked about this.
First and foremost, we're sorry for confusing people by using terminology like our React format. We were never trying to say that every video where someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control. When we referenced licensing the React format, we only meant our specific series, not the overall genre of reaction videos. We do not own the genre.
And we're creators at heart, and those who know us personally know how passionate we are about trying to help creators, and React World is meant to be an extension of that, with us simply providing resources and tools to anyone who wants to go down this path of creating one of our series with direct support from us.
So there's no way to go into...
Have you applied for any trademarks? Yes, We have trademarks just like other companies that use trademarks to protect their properties. So for example, we have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/react. So we're trying to protect it and not run the risk of losing our channel name thanks to someone else getting the trademark. But just because we...
After this video, people were still saying that FBE was still trying to finesse their fan base. See, with these fans licensing with FBE, the Fine Bros would take upwards to 30% of another channel's revenue, making FBE even more richer than it was before. Eventually, after their apology, things would start to calm down, and we would see FBE start to grow once again. 2017 saw more growth from FBE, and it seemed like things were once again looking up for the company, but views would start to again slow down. YouTube would start to change its algorithm, which made it difficult for FBE series to gain views at the same pace it was before. This lack in views saw FBE release even more videos in a week to slow the bleeding of their loss in views every month. Now we get to the biggest hit in FBE's history, Benny's blackface video. In June of 2020, at the very start of the Black Lives Matter movement, a video would resurface of Benny Fine wearing blackface for a Shane Dawson video. This video would resurface a couple days after FBE would upload this video titled "This is my story, #Black Lives Matter." After the blackface video with Benny went viral, a longtime reactor on FBE would quit her job. Kennedy would leave React and would upload this video titled "Why I Decided to Stand Up for Myself." This is what she had to say about FBE and the video of Benny that resurfaced.
In my statement where I mentioned that it was recently brought to my attention that the brothers co-wrote and directed a series of videos in which one of them appeared in blackface. Now, when I found out about these, I was disgusted and I was hurt because I had literally just participated in a video on their channel where I was asked to share my story among many other Black reactors. Some of the people who brought these blackface videos to my attention were under the impression that I knew about these blackface videos and the fact that they didn't acknowledge them or apologize about them publicly before I participated in this Black Lives Matter video. And I'm here to clarify with you that that is not the case. I had no idea about these, and like I said, when I found out, I was just shocked. Because they hadn't acknowledged or publicly addressed or apologized for these videos up until last night, I felt that I was used for performative activism, and that does not sit right with me. I also mentioned in my statement that prior to this video being released, I sent an email to FBE asking for their support in whatever negativity or hate would come my way as a result of speaking out about my experience as a Black person again on the channel, and I received no response.
After that, FBE's Twitter would release this statement. Early in our careers, we set out to make scripted comedy sketches and shorts that were designed to be edgy. In retrospective, it is clear to us that many of them were in fact simply offensive and hurtful, and we are deeply ashamed. This includes in 2009, helping make television parodies on YouTube that included Benny betraying African American actors by appearing in blackface. This was inexcusable, never appropriate, and we are profoundly sorry. We have not been those people for a long time. Over the past decade, FBE has tried to use our platform as a force for good, making videos speaking out against racism, sexism, homophobia, and bullying. But while we incorrectly thought that creating content at our company to help in the fight against many different kinds of discrimination was enough to make amends, it is clear to us that we should have done more. We owe our colleagues, partners, staffs, talent, and fans a frank explanation of our past and an admission that whatever our intentions may have been, we made terrible errors in judgment. After the statement, even more former React employees would come out stating that there was racism within React and sexism within React. Also, that while Rafi was in charge, he had a tier system for reactors on the videos, and the majority of the top tier reactors were white. Also, when they created the thumbnails, they always had to have the white reactor on the left side of the thumbnail, followed by the person of color on the right. Now, a couple weeks after this, Benny, Rafi, and Shane Dawson would once again find themselves in controversy with Millie the Puppet. Weirdly, I feel like I remember this puppet, which again is weird because I didn't even watch Shane Dawson back in the day. Millie was portrayed as an 8-year-old girl and was aimed more towards a younger audience, but it was really weird stuff that just insane. Just watch this clip with Rafi and Millie that was uploaded onto Twitter.
Almost 9.
It's a type of filmmaking and films that are only for adults.
It's like saying segregation, like back when the blacks weren't allowed to go to the same bathroom.
Not the same thing whatsoever.
Yes, it is.
This eventually led to even more backlash, and the channel would lose a bunch of subscribers, and for a good reason. Eventually, Benny and Rafi would make the decision to sell React Media to Electric Monster Media in November of 2021. Rafi and Benny both said that they won't be joining Electric Monster Media and would be taking this time to relax and hang out with their families. Now, recently, there was a TikTok that went viral where a former React had this to say about FBE.
You were on Kids React. You think maybe you can give us the contact information, because that would be like a way better.
And that's kind of crazy that as a reaction channel, FBE wouldn't let these reactors actually have a say in some of the things that they said during the video, and if they spoke for too long, they would be taken out of the video. The Fine brothers started out as one of the greatest reaction channels on YouTube's history, but because of their dark past and those weird Millie videos that they made back in the day, and also the launch of React World, their channel would die, and that would eventually lead them to leaving their own channel that they built with over 20 million subscribers. This has been the rise and fall of React, aka FBE. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you have anyone you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments below, or you could follow me on Instagram and send me a DM on who you want me to cover on the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.